Vaheguru 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 Vaheguru
क्या हंस क्या बगुला जाको नदर करे जो तिस पावै नानका कागो हंस करे। प्रभ को जन अंतर हृद लोचै प्रभ जन के सास निहारे कृपा कृपा कर भगत दृढ़ाए जन पीछे जग निस्तारे। आपन आप आप प्रभ ठाकुर प्रभ आपे सिसट सवारे जन नानक आपे आप सब वर्तै कर कृपा आप निस्तारे कर कृपा आप निस्तारे। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਸਾਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਰਮਲ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਣੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ we're going through Anand Sahib part and we got last week to the 13th body where Maharaj says Sur Nar Munjan Amrit Khoj De So Amrit Gur Te Paya. I want to start off by offering my congratulations and the whole Panth's congratulations those people that today here upstairs took Amrit and all over the country there was many Amrits in charge and joined Guru Pyari Khalsa Panth. So well done to them. And Ma bahut kripa hui hai. Yesterday one of our Sevadars was also blessed with the bhajan that he should take Amrit and this morning he was there. So Ma's kripa on him as well. Maharaj just told us in that body that the whole world there's many divine beings, many spiritual beings that are searching for Amrit. Sur Nar Munjan Amrit Khoj De. And that Amrit that they search for, that immortality, just to re-clarify, a lot of people don't know what Amrit means. They assume it's Khande Bharta Amrit. The meaning of the word Amrit is first which is the opposite, and Mrit. Mrit means death. So Mrit means opposite of death, means immortality. Although the body will die, the soul will not die, the soul will not be sent back into reincarnation, and the person will get mukti. So Amrit or Naam is about mukti as well, and about submission. So Maharaj says that the whole world is searching for this Amrit to break free, to get connection with Vaheguru. Amrit Naam hai. Naam is not just mukti, but it's a connection. And Maharaj says that in that body they say, Lab Lob Ahankar Chuka Satguru Palla Paya. That in this world there's greed for food, lab, and greed for wealth, lob. Lab, lob, ahankar, and pride, chuka. It leaves, chukya, it's gone now. And Satguru Palla Paya. That the Guru now seems Palla. This Chardi Kala, Tere Pane Sarbadda Palla. Palla means he's good. Satguru Palla bhi lagda hai. He looks good. And Satguru is Paya. Satguru's sounds is very beautiful. He's pleasing to us. So not only is he good to us, we see him as beautiful, and we have love for him, but now we also like him. Everything he's saying sounds sweet. Pehla the hukam of Guru Sahib sounds quite hard. When we walk upon this path, then Guru Sahib's hukam seems to become more and more beautiful. Maharaj says, Kehe Nanak jisno aap tutta tin amrit gur te paya. Vaheguru gets pleased with us. Ape, if he gets happy with us, he then blesses us to go to the Gurus, and the Guru gives us Amrit. So that even the people that took Amrit today, why we don't say to them, "Ye well done," congratulations is even more appropriate, is because they were blessed. Kirpa hui hai. When Kirpa happens, it's not our doing, it's Maharaji Kirpa. So we say thank you for it. And then we start to walk upon this path. Because after Amrit, many people aim for Amrit as if it's the end of everything. But jinhone Amrit shakya haiga, sabnu pata hai, that's the start of the game. After that you've got a lot more to do. So, the same way Guru Maharaj tells us that Amrit Gur Te Paya, then they say ki Bhagtan ki chaal nirali. Kyunki us to baad na, we have to start walking upon that path. It's work to do, and it's not that easy. We'll go to that point in a second. But those people that think about the Amrit, they make Amrit the big barrier, not the things after. They say, oh, I can't take Amrit yet, bruv. I ain't ready. I'm not prepared to give up a few things. We got attachment to those things. We can't leave them. Because some people are attached to food. I can't leave meat. I can't leave alcohol. Can't leave drugs. Can't leave womanizing. Or the way around. These are the barriers that people have. And look what Maharaj is offering. Maharaj is offering Amrit. The whole world is searching for this. But Lab and Lob and Ahankar. These three things stop us from achieving the greatest thing that's available to us. And what are these three things coming from? They're coming from our ego, Home, that we exist. And Maharaj is telling us, in fact, the Hukamnama from yesterday or day before, there was Hukamnama, the Bani said that, you know what? The world cries when a human being does not achieve their potential. The soul is crying, the world is crying. Even the animals in the forest are crying when a human being doesn't achieve their potential of Amrit, of getting Kirpa, of getting Mukti. But the one thing that doesn't cry, ek cheez hai ji rondi nahi hegi, oh hai Home. Home nahi rondi. Home is happy. That's what it's designed to do, to separate us from Waheguru. Everything else wants to connect us to Waheguru. The whole world is in the hukam of Waheguru. Only one thing that's happy when we don't succeed is Home. Everything else is unhappy. Even the sauce that we take, Maharaj says, which dunya kahe aaya? Why did we come upon this earth? The whole of it is wasted. What a beautiful opportunity we have, but we don't use it for the full potential. And the barriers that we have of this ras, khana pina the ras, Maharaj says about Amrit, they say, Jako ayo ek rasa, Jinnu aya e naam ras. Amrit is naam as well. Jako ayo ek rasa. Who gets that connection? Khan pan an nahi khudya, taake chit na basa. Maharaj says, Khan da ras, kapde pan da ras, yeah. Then other things, or also desires, an nahi khudya. They don't reside, taake chit na basa. Those who get this naam rasna, the other rases start to leave their body. Tahin juri hai that we jap naam. It's very hard to think about Amrit unless we start to jap naam first. Because we won't understand why. The experience is what should be guiding us. And Maharaj, Gunadev Ji Maharaj talks about different rases. They say, Ras soina, ras rupa kaman, ras parmal ki vas, ras kode, ras seja mandir, ras meetha, ras mas. They say, you know what, there's ras out there, pleasures of the flesh, meat khana, pleasures of women, pleasures of having nice big houses, pleasures of gold, pleasures of silver. All these pleasures exist, even perfume, even fragrance. So Maharaj says, Ete ras sarir kya kat naam nivas. These are all pleasures of the body, hai na? It could be ete naam. There's no spiritual pleasure here. None of these things are spiritual pleasures. Maharaj says, Ete ras sarir ke. Oh, inne sare ras hai ke sarir de. So kitte hagi naam di jagah? Kitte naam baithuga? Where will it sit? We have to make the way for naam. That's what Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pasha says. If you want to come towards me, Maharaj says, tusi ithe aana hai. So what should you do first? Pehla maran kabool, jeevan ki chhadyas, hoye sabna ki rehn ka, to aao hamare paas. They say first make some space, jagah banao, garibi leke aao, humility. Get rid of the rust, accept death. Man lo ki ye jere kode, mandir, seja mandir, they're not going to go with us. No. Then you got some space for naam. Nahi to fir kithe baithuga naam. It's overcrowded. Even nowadays, when we go to workplaces, they're telling us, take some time out for thinking. Because you got emails, Facebook, Twitter, sochan da mauka nahi milda. It's a real thing. Anxiety, people get too much anxiety from too much information overload. They can't think anymore. So Maharaj is telling us, ki make some jaga for naam. Vaheguru. So, kya hai Nanak, jisnu aap tutha, tin amrit gur te paya. Jede naal Maharaj khush hoye, then they get blessed with amrit. The Shabad we read in the beginning was कि if Guru is happy, jo tis paave nanaka kago hans kare. If he is happy with somebody, na je khush ho gaya, then he can make it from a crow into a hans, a swan. I was talking to my son earlier, I was telling him a story. I said to him, you know him, he was saying Tirath Nava, what does that mean? So I told him the story of the Tiraths. Said to him that people used to go to Tiraths and they used to go and bathe there. They believed their sins were lost. And I said to him, is it possible that you can go to a place and wash off your sins? And he goes, only Harmandir Sahib. Because he remembered the story of that crow that went into the water and came out as a swan. That's why it's important to tell our kids the stories. Only yaad si. But if I had to explain to him why Harmandir Sahib was different, why Ramdas Sarovar was different. Utthe Kirtan chaldi hai. All time Kirtan is going. Bani chaldi hai utthe. Tahi fir Ramdas Sarovar hai na. At the time of Masarangar, there was no Kirtan going on. Hai. So Ramdas Sarovar is that time when there is Harimandir, jithe Harimandir de naal hove, where there is Kirtan Naam Ras going on, and Kago Hans Kare. He can take that crow and turn that crow into a swan. Je Jyotis Pave Nanaka. So who he is happy with, Jisno aap tutha, then Amrit Gurte Paya. Amrit is a blessing. Never ever think you done something to get Amrit. Always Amrit is a blessing. Only thing we can do is thank Maharaj and then pay the price of it every day. Live the rahat of a Gursikh. Maharaj Kirpa Kare. All those people that get blessed with Amrit today. So Maharaj says in the next party, Pagta ki chal nirali, chala nirali pagta keri, bikham marg chalna, lab lob ahankar taj trisna, bahut nahi bolna, khanyo tikhi walo nikki, et marg jana, gur prasadi jini aap tajya, har vasna samani, कह नानक चाल भगता जुगो जुग निराली जुगो जुग निराली. Maharaj says then, Hun Jinaya, after Amrit, we've got a path to walk, we've got steps to take, chal. Maharaj says that Bhagata ki chal nirali. The way of the Bhagats, the devotees of God, their chal is different. Hun chala ki arthya. Chal, you know, is easy, is a way of walking. Turan Tarika. But the Turan Tarika also means the path that they take. Jis tarike de jeende hege. In this world, Chal is how we walk, how we live. So Bhagatan ki Chal, the people that walk upon this path, the way that they live is different. Nirali hai. Vakra. Vakra from whom? That's the question. Kisto vakraya? From normality. What we see in the world is normal, is different. There's two types of people then, Bani is telling us. Sansari log and Bhagat log. Sansari log are the people that are involved in the world. Hai na? We talked about that monkey, hai na? Put his hand in, he's trapped. Fir nachyo kar karbar. Sansari people are dancing to the tune of the Maya. They're dancing to the illusions tune. And the Bhagat log, they're ignoring that tune and they're dancing to the tune of Vaheguru. They say, he's my God, he's my master. Or Swami onu kende hege. The jehde log Maya nu poojde hege, is she's my Swami, they worship her. So we have two choices. And Sansari log and the Bhagat log, they don't really mix. It's sachi hega. We might try and live with them, and that's fine, but we can't really mix with them too far. Maharaj says the same thing in Bani. Now go through it. That from distinct people, from the Sansari log, we are distinct. And Maharaj says, Chala nirali pagtaha keri bikham marg chalna. They say that the way of the saints is again different from the people in the world, and bikham marg chalna. Marg means the path, bikham means okha, not sokha. It's hard, it's difficult, it's unique, become marg chalna. They follow the most difficult path. And this Shabad comes up many times. Maharaj says, Santa ki eh reet nirali, par brahm kar dekho nali, saas saas aarade har har, kyo simrit kije aal ka. Interesting Shabad. Maharaj says first, that the way of the saints, Santa ki eh reet nirali. They have a unique way. What's that unique way? Par brahm kar dekhe hai nali. रब ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਰੱਬ ਦੂਰ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਕਿ ਰੱਬ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ wherever they go they say ਰੱਬ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖੋ in this world many times we think of getting away with things we think ਚਲੋ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖਦਾ no one is watching me but the Bhagat says ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ you could be sitting in a group of people they're all drinking but the Bhagat says ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ yeah what we do with this hand what we do with this hand he's watching us Punni papi akhan nahi. If you're punni or a papi, oh bolan vich nahi hega. It's not to say I'm a punni or say I'm a papi. You can't say it. Punni papi akhan nahi. Kar kar karna. Kar da matlab hath. Kar kar karna likh le jao. Jo si kar rahe hege na, it's written down. So what did they do? The Bhagats, they say par brahm kar dekhe nali, and then saas saas aradhana har har. With every breath they worship Vaheguru. Hon dekho, we're talking about the Bhagats. I'm sitting here talking about the Bhagats, but I'm not a Bhagat myself. I'm not this person. I'm trying to talk about this. We have to do explanation of the Bani, but ideally a Bhagat would be sitting here explaining the Bani. Saas saas. What a deep avastha it is to be a Bhagat. It's Hokhani. Saas saas aradhan har har. And then Kyo simrit kije alka. Maharaj puछते हैं, why are we so lazy to do simran fir? Je Bhagata di chaal hegi hai, the Bhagats are doing this, so why are we people who are reading this Bani that are trying to be Bhagats? We are sansari log, but we're trying to become Bhagats. Why do we spend so much time being lazy? Maharaj कहते inna औखा भी नहीं हैगा, रब चेती जाओ. Every breath, if you remember Vaheguru, तुसी पहुंच जाओगे. निराली चाल हैगी है, but all you got to do is copy them, innit? A रीत, उन्हें रीति, उन्हें कहते हैं copy, रीस करनी. All we got to do is remember him with every breath. We too will get there. So what they do is unique because it's औखा नाम जपना, आखन औखा साचाना. हर हर वक्त, हर हर साथ जपना औखा ही हैगा. But that's why the Bhagats are unique. They're not like the Sansari people. They're separate from them. Bhagat Lochan Ji was once asked by a Bhagat. Somebody came to them. They said to them, Bhagat Ji, obviously Bhagat Lochan Ji is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So he was Mahapurukh. They said to him, Bhagat Ji, ek gal dasso, what should we not forget? Dunya mein bahut cheezain hegi hain. Tell me something I shouldn't forget. They said, okay. They said, Ari Bai. Bai means sister. On Satsang vich, we're all women, innit? In Satsangat, to Vaheguru, we're all women. So they said, oh my sister, even though it was a guy and they're a guy. Said, oh my sister, Ari Bai, Gobind Naam Mat Bisre. Okay, Rab da naam puchna, pulna. One thing not to forget is Gobind Naam Mat Bisre. Raho. So then the person asked them, they said, Bhagat Ji, dasso, what will happen if I forget Vaheguru? What will happen if I forget? If in the morning I wake up and I'm too busy to do my part, I'm too busy to do my simran, what will happen to me? What if during the day I'm too busy? What if at night time I'm too busy? What if when I go to sleep I'm too busy to say two Vahegurus? What will happen to me? Bhagat Ji says then to them. He gives 4 warnings and 1 incentive. 4 made options and 1 good option. They say, what will happen to you? They say, if at the last time of your life, Antakal jo Lakshmi simre, aisi chinta mehje mare, Sarp jon val val autare, Sarp jon val val autare. They said, if at the last moment on your time, Antakal, at the last time, jo Lakshmi simre, Lakshmi is Maya, money. If at the last moment we remember money, aisi chinta meh je mare. If we're stressed about money when we die, na, fir ki hona? again and again come back as a snake. Snake di June, the June hagiya, Sarap Jon, Val Val Otari. We return again and again as a snake. Or some people say, well, reincarnation is not true. There's people out there now. When I went to America, so travel kita, so you see what's happening in the Panth, Panthic Times, the news. When I was in California, a guy had come from India, and he told the whole Sangat there that there's no such thing as reincarnation. It's not real. The whole Sangat there listened to this guy for a month. Yeah, it took 3 hours from quotes from Gurbani to make them people think again. Because the person, they speak from not Bani. They just speak straight. But when you read from Bani, the truth comes out. Bani is such, is the highest such up there. So, Bhagat Lochanji says, if you remember money, you come back as a snake. Then they say another option number 2. Antakal jo istri simre, aisi chinta meh je mare, beswa jon val val otare. They say if you, at the last moment of your life, you think about istri. Obviously he's talking more to the man. He was a man he was talking to. If you remember a woman, for the woman it's the same thing. They remember their partner. Kaam kalo. At that moment in time, they're thinking, oh, I'm going to be leaving my wife behind. Oh, I will leave my husband behind. What will happen to them? Vesva janam. Vesva jon. They come back as a prostitute. Many, many times. Ikbari ni, many, many times. What they say, the world's oldest profession. It's been around because people have died. They've died thinking about this. Nibani hegi. Then they say, go on, what will happen next? Antakal jo ladke simre, aisi chinta mehje mare, sukar jon val val otare. So if you at the last moment think about your children, ladke, your children, your child, your boy, whatever. If you think about your children, say you come back as a pig, many, many times. Sukar is a pig. Fasangaji, people are thinking, I don't know, but this is dharna honda. We have to have a bit of fear here. It is good to have a bit of fear because some people say Sikhi is not about fear, but Maharaj says, Nanak jinaman pao, te naman pao. Without fear, how can we have love? All of Saram Khand is about pao. Pao khalla aganata patao. Pao karke na, pao is a khalla, it's a pump. What happens with this pump? Aganata patao. That fire of bhakti gets pumped by the fear. When you hear this, we start thinking, hold on, I don't want to come back as a pig, I don't want to come back as a prostitute, I don't want to come back as a snake. Antakal jo mandar simre, aisi chinta mehje mare, pret jon val val otare. If we remember our houses, our possessions, then you come back again and again as a being that doesn't have a physical body. Pret. Ghost, people say, but it's actually a being without a suksham. It's got a suksham sarir, but doesn't have an astul sarir. Has a spiritual body, but doesn't have a physical body. Now those beings, they float around that house. They're attached to that house. Some people say a haunted house. Why is it haunted? Because somebody's come back and they're trapped in the ghost. They want that house, but they can't have that house. They can't enjoy that house, but they're attached to that house. This is what happens if we start thinking about our houses when we die. And those things don't go away in one generation. They're there for hundreds of years. And many, many times they come back. So Maharaj is giving us 4 tariqe by Bhagat Lochanji. And it is a bit of fear because Pao Khalla Aganata Patao Bhakti Karanga fir. What will we do next? Panda Pao Amrit Tetal. Then Pyar Anda Hega. Then comes love. Panda Pao. First we need fear, then we get true love. Because then they say the 5th one, the incentive. They say, Antakal Narayan Simre, Aisi Chinta Mehje Mare, Badat Lochan Te Narmukta, Pitambar Va Keride Basa. Tilochanji says, if at the last moment we remember Vaheguru, Narayan, Rabnu Cheta Ajave, at the last moment we know we're going to die, we say, Rab, main tere kol aa raha. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖ ਲਓ, forget what's good, ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, last minute ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, what can you do for anybody, you're dying, nothing. Think about our future. Have a little bit of selfishness enough to remember God about ourselves. So, अंतकाल नारायण सिमरै, ऐसी चिंता मह जे मरै. We're all going to die, but if we remember Him, if we worry about Him when we die, then Badit Tilochan te nar mukta. Tilochan ji says, I'll give you I'll speak the truth now, sun lo. Those people become mukt, they get mukti. Pitambar vaakya hriday base. Then Waheguru comes inside their heart. The thing is though, is you can't just say it. You can't just say, main to Rabb nu yaad kar langa. People heard this story, they go, chalo koi na. I know now, the last moment of my life, I shouldn't remember money, I shouldn't remember my family or my wife, I shouldn't remember my kids, I should remember God. But it ain't that easy to say, innit? Kya kar lo, it's not that easy. ताही मारे कहते हैं कि भगतां की चाल निराली. They don't remember, they don't forget God. So therefore, when it comes to their time, obviously they're going to remember God because they've got a habit of doing this. Punni papi आखन नाहि कर कर करना लिख ले जाहो आपे बीज आपे ही खाओ. We create with our hands our destiny, and if we make naam our normal thing, our aam aadat, सवेरे उठ के नाम, दोपहरे नाम, शामी नाम, राती नाम, फिर की होएगा? When that time comes, we will have naam. One more thing on a more spiritual angle that sometimes people stay away from. As we start to do Simran, we will start to feel dissociation from our body anyway. Maut is that the soul is leaving the body. Kapda is being cast off. Mara says this is kapda. But those people that do Simran consistently, they start to leave that kapda behind anyway. During that time they're sitting there doing Simran, they leave their body. They get used to death. They get used to death. So they say these words by Kabir ji, hai na? So they said the world thinks about death, for me is anand. Jis marne te jag dare, mere man anand. Why is he anand? Because when he has that experience through Naam and leaves his body, he's having that Paramanand of Waheguru, Milap ho raha hai. So it's important for us to come to Gurdwara and do Simran, experience Waheguru. The key thing is that we've come here to do Naam Japana. There are some kids, I'll give a little example that I use for the kids. You go to school in the morning, you spend more of your day at school than you spend at home, right? It's a long time, from 8 o'clock till about 3, 4 o'clock. If you get detention, you're in there even longer. Now what happens? You still know you're going to go home, innit? You don't think, you don't start to make your bandabas to live there. You know you're going to go home in the evening. The NG Honda. We've come here for a little while. This is Dharamsal, a school of Dharam. We've come here for a little while. We're going to go back. We're not going to stay here. If we start thinking that we're going to stay here, we start forgetting death, then what's going to happen to us? We're going to be like that kid walking around saying, I want to live in the school. Okay, we don't want to be that silly child walking around forgetting where we come from. That we left home in the morning, we said goodbye to our parents. Now we've come here to do something, we're going to go back to our parent. So Maharaj says, to follow Guru's hukam is to start to live a life of bhakti and naam. And we have to separate ourselves from the sansari log. The sansari log are those people that are foolish. They have forgotten kitthon aaye hege. They have forgotten kitthon wapas jana hai. And Basant ki war, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pasha says, Jis te upajya nanaka, soi phir hoa. Where we come from, we have to go back there. Utthe wapas banna hai. And the people of the world cannot have a relationship with the people of the sansa of bhakti. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, the same Guru who's written this Anand Sahib for us, they say in Rag Manj, they say Bhagta te sansariya jod kade na aaya, Bhagat ape melian jinni sacho sach kamaya. They say Bhagta te sansariya jod kade na aaya. Bhagat log and sansari log jod nahi sakde, kade nahi ho sakda. You think about it. You're trying to cook towards God, do Naam Japna. Somebody else is concerned about money, concerned about houses, concerned about their wives, concerned about children. The Bhagat person is thinking, yaar, Rabb di chinta kar la. Nahi yaar, I can't worry about that right now. I'm too busy worrying about these things. I said, but when you die, you forget all these things. They have to leave, you have to leave them behind anyway. Bhagata te sansarya jod kade na aya. Can't happen. They talk about Bhagats, they say then, Bhagat ape melian jinni sacho sach kamaya. The people that are the Bhagats, they practice truth and only truth. Saisari aap khwayan jinni kood bol bik khaya. But the people that are Sansari log, what are they like? Apne aap nu they get lost and they lead other people lost as well. Why? Jinni kood bol bik khaya. They speak lies and they eat poison. And dekho, the people that things we talked about earlier, people can't leave those things to come into Sikhi or Bikhi hegi hai na? You can't say alcohol is something good for you. It's poison. You can't say drugs is good for you. It's poison. Medically it's poison. It kills cells within our body. फिर भी लोग ही कहने में बिक खाना चाहता है ना अमृत. So Maharaj is telling us, this is what the Sansari Loki do. Chalan sar na janani kam krodh vich vadaya. They don't understand that we're going to go. Chalan sar, we're going to go. We're going to leave this world behind. They don't understand this. Dardeni. Dardeni ki maut aa rahi hegi hai. We need to have a bit of fear. The maut aa rahi hai and our nibeda is going to happen. Our judgment is going to happen. Then Maharaj says, what about the Bhagats? Bhagat karan har kar chakri jinni andin naam te aaya dasan das hoye ke jinni vicho aap gavaya. The Bhagat Janana, they do chakri. They become the servant of Vaheguru and also they become the servants of Vaheguru. Das and das. This is the ultimate seva. To do seva of the Bhagats. Bhagatandi seva is the highest seva to do because you become das and das. So the hard thing though is how do you distinguish between the Bhagats and Sansari log? How do we do this? So Maharaj explains this in the Shabad. They say, Lab lob ahankar taj trishna bahut nahi bolna. Anand Sahib. Maharaj says, how do we find these Bhagats? Because Lab lob ahankar taj trishna bahut nahi bolna. And dekho, I'll give you the clue already. It's not me in it. Main to bahut bol raha hai. Maharaj says ki Lab, greed for food, lob, greed for wealth and things, ahankar, pride, taj, they leave it. They also leave trishna. Trishna is thirst, desire for more things. Desire for things in this world in general. Koi bhi pukh hove, kaam hove, krodh hove. All these things, taj trishna, and then bahut nahi bolna. They don't talk too much. Jada bol deni. That's the clue. Chup chap rehna. Naam vich vas ke rehna. Because every minute talking to Vaheguru. They talk to Vaheguru, they don't talk to the people of the world. Jata nahi bolde. If they do talk, they talk about Bani, they talk about Shabad. They don't really want to talk about what's happening here, what's happening there. They don't really want to do Nindya or Chugli. They just want to talk about Naam. I was talking to a Singh about Katha Vachik. I won't do too much usat of him, but he's coming to the country next week. A very good Pracharak. And I was talking to that Singh about that Pracharak. He said, you know what? As soon as they get off the stage, they don't talk much. But as soon as they get off the stage, they want to do Bani, they want to read Itihas, read Shabad Vichar, or they want to have a rest. Hor kuch nahi. They're not interested. Because all time they want to remain in Bani and Naam. This is what it should be like. They don't talk too much, but they also, by reason to the arth of this Shabad, bahut nahi bolna, they said they don't talk about the things that they've left their ego. They don't walk around saying, Main to hankar tajta, main to lab lob chhad ditta. They don't go around announcing to everybody in the world that who they are. That's the one thing about a Bhagat. They will never announce themselves as a Bhagat. Hanji main aa gaya. I've won. There was a friend of mine, he met this guy, he was going on a Brahmgyani course. He goes, I'm 3/4 of the way there now. Vaheguru. How can we figure out we're 3/4 of the way to Bhagat Brahmgyani? हमारे से आपस को जो पला का हवे तिसे भलाई निकट ना आवे. If you call yourself pala, मैं चंगा है, I've got 3 quarters of the way to Brahma Gyan, भलाई कह रहे हैं मैं तिसे भलाई निकट ना आवे. भलाई doesn't even come close to you. Forget 3 quarters, you won't even get 1%. So, बहुत नहीं बोलना. They lose their ego, but they don't announce this to anybody else. In the earlier Pauri, Maharaj has said to us, Love, Lobh, Ahankar, Chuka Sadguru Palla Paya. Now they repeat the same things, which is repeating to us the 3 most important things. Love, Lobh, Ahankar. These things are our biggest enemies then on the path to Amrit and the path towards becoming a Bhagat. Love, Lobh, Ahankar, Tajisna, Bahut Nahi Bolna. What does it mean in practicality though? Kina says, alright, greed, Ahankar. But Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj in their sloks have explained the chal of a Bhagat. Very Visthad Nala Maharaj explained what it is to be a Bhagat, a true Bhagat. Because Parakhna Okhaya, Dekho Maharaj says, Sukh Dukh Jeh Parse Nahi, Lobh Moh Abhiman, Kaho Nanak Sunare Mana, So Murat Bhagavan. Ustat Nindya Na Hijay, Kanchan Loho Saman, Kaho Nanak Sunare Mana, Mukat Tahe Te Jaan, Harak Sog Jaake Nahi, Bari Meet Saman, Kaho Nanak Sunare Mana, Mukat Tahe Te Jaan, Jeh Bikhya Sagli Taji, Leo Pekh Bairag, Kaho Nanak Sunare Mana, Teh Nar Mathe Bhag, Jeh Maya Mamata Taji, Sabte Payo Udas, Kaho Nanak Sunare Mana, Teh Kate Brahm Nivas, Jeh Prani Ho Met Ji, Karta Ram Pachan, Kaho Nanak Vah Mukta Nar, Eh Man Sachi Man. Many shabas they use. I'm going to go through them very quickly because I haven't got time to explain the whole thing. What they say, ki dukh and sukh doesn't touch that person. They're not happy, they're not unhappy. They're not attached to food, lobh, moh, abhiman. No any attachment, no greed, and no pride. Ustat nindya. They don't think about praise, they don't think about slander. Koi nindya kare, dekho changa hai. Koi ustat kare, koi na. You're not interested. And kanchan loh saman. Gold and iron are the same to them. Gursikh's nishani is kada nahi chhadda. Somebody gives him a gold kada, he says, nahi main sarab lo bhi theek hai. Yeah? Don't leave sarab lo kade for a gold kada. Kanchan loho saman. Saman means same. Same respect. They say gold and iron is the same. And dekho, how are we like? Look at ourselves. Will we leave a gold for iron? Ehi parak hai na? Ehi farak hai. The difference between somebody who's attached and not attached. Jai Bikhya Sagli Taji. Leave all of Bikhya, all sin, all corruption. And they wear the robes of Bairag. They're not attached to this world. Then, Maya Mamta Taji. They leave possessiveness over people. They leave money. Sabte Payo Udas. They're not attached to anything. And then Homme Taji, the highest one. They leave Homme and then Karta Ram Pachan. They accept that Vaheguru is a doer. Rabbi kar rahe sab kuch. They don't say I did something, say Maharaj aap kar rahe hain. These are the parks of a Bhagat Jana. This is our aim. Satsang ji bada ucha rasta hai. Tai Maharaj keh rahe hain ki Bhagtan ki chaal nirali. Chala nirali Bhagtan keri bikham marg chalna. Lab lobh ahankar tajtisna bahut nahi bolna. Then khanyo tikhi walo nikki et marg jana. Jana, I used to always think, because I hadn't done my arth, meant ki understand it, know it to be this, but it's not, it's jana ya. On this marg, on this way to walk upon this path, is ki khanyo tikhi walo nikki. It's sharper than the edge of a sword, of a khanda. Khanyo means khanda. The sharp edge, also tikhi hai. And then walo nikki is smaller than a hair. Look, Maharaj explained to us, Bada Okhaya. It's very hard to find this path, very hard to walk upon this path. Khanyo tikhi, walo nikki et marg jana. But then how can we do it then? How can we do it? Maharaj gives the answer. Gur Prasadi Jini Apatajya Har Vasna Samani. By the Guru's grace now, by the Guru's grace, who gives up their ego? Aap Tajya. Those people who are blessed by Guru Sahib, they give up their ego then. Okay, then Maharaj, forget me, I want to say you. Tu hi. Forget me, remember you. Jini aap tajya. Those people that leave their ego behind, their home behind, who give their head to their Guru, then har vasna samani. Then they are absorbed, their desire in the world is wiped out, and their desire is only for Naam. Har vasna samani. There's two arths of this. The first one is that all their vasna gets absorbed into God. The second thing is that they actually get a desire only for God. Means the same thing though. That the desires, which is vasna is a very old word, it means desires. Those desires stop existing for the world and they start existing only for Har vasna samani. This Satsangaji is the meaning of serving the Guru. To be a sevak of the Guru is to walk this path. Many people say, "Main seva kar raha." No. Seva is to serve Guru. Wherever Guru says to walk that path, that is seva. To leave our ego and walk upon Guru's path, that is a true seva. To become a servant of the Guru. Chakri karni. Sevak sev kare sab teri. Everybody does your seva how? Jin sab de saad aya. Who experiences the swad of Naam. And even Guruji goes further and they say कि सतगुर की सेवा गाखड़ी औखी है सेवा. सतगुर की सेवा गाखड़ी सिर दीजे आप गवाए. We have to give up our head, lose our ego, and then we can do seva of our Guru. So this path is very sharp, but only if by the Guru's grace we're prepared to give up our ego and har vasna samani. They get absorbed for Vaheguru, and then Maharaj repeats then again, Keh Nanak Chal Bhagta Jugo Jug Nirali. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, in their third sarup as Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, is now saying to us, Keh Nanak. What did they say? Chal Bhagta, the way of the Pagas, Jugo Jug Nirali. They say in each and every age, Jugo Jug means in every age. Ena socho ki this way was armed even in Treta or Dwapur. In every age, now in the past, even at the time of Guruji Maharaj, this path was hard. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, they were in Bakale Pind, and 22 people from their own family claimed to be the Guru. Guru Arjan Dev Ji's own brother tried to kill Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. Bhagtan ki chal nirali. And it says, Keh Nanak chal bhagta jugo jug nirali. In every age, in every time, very, very few people start to become a Bhagat, a real Bhagat. Where their Vashna, their desire, is only for God. They don't have any desires for this world. This is the key message. The desires for the world, the Trishna, must be left behind. The only desire we must have, कि उन्हें रब मिल जावे. बस जोड़ me to Rab. I don't care about anything else. So this is the desire we must have, and this is the key thing. And Guru Maharaj in Bani also says a shabad which I like a lot, so I'll share it with you. Maharaj says, "Eh char nirali gurmukhi." A Gursikh is trying to be a Gurmukh. "Eh char nirali gurmukhi gur dikhya sun man pinne." The way of a Gurmukh is very distinct, because why? The Guru's Dikhya, the Guru's teachings, sun man pinne. Sunde hege, mande hege, and then their mind blossoms. Pinna means to be blossoming. And how does your mind blossom? It blossoms like a dry wood gets water and it blossoms forth. Haryavali. That is what our Guru is. And a Guru's Dikhya is the same thing as Guru's Amrit. To become a Guru's Sikh, when they announce Amrit Sanchar, what do they say? Guru Wale Bano. Yeah? Means Guru's Dikhya. When you submit to Guru, you say, Maharaj, you are the supreme, I am your servant. Then when we do that, and our sunke, man ke, then we blossom forth. Sunaya, manaya, man kita, pao, pyar. But sunan nal, we have a bit of fear. Manan nal, we need a bit of fear. Finally, we can create that love. It's not easy to say, don't be scared of God. Because He's watching everything, of course you should be scared. है ना? ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਾਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. I know myself how much pop I do. We should be scared because we're not watching ourselves. The Bhagats though, they start to watch themselves and they start to walk upon that path and they do get there. What we're going to do now is do some Simran and say to Vaheguru ki Maharaj Kirpa karo, give us that chance to walk upon your path. Hukam booj jan pay nihala jin bhagatan ki kalna. Eh bhagatan ki kalna. If you understand the hukum of our Guru ki eko naam hukum hai, Naan Sadguru diya bujai jiyo, then what will we do? What is the kalna of the Bhagat? Ki wo naam japde ne. That's the hardest work of the Bhagats. Hukum booj jan pay nihala eh bhagatan ki kalna. They understand what Vaheguru wants from them and they start to walk upon that path. Maharaj is telling us कि ए ना सोचना that Sikhi is easy. ए ना सोचना you can remain in your normal life and get to be a Bhagat. We can't, because the way is so hard. Become Maragya. It's awkward. It's hard. In Nirala Okhaya. It's Nirala Panth. Even Maharaj says, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says, Jab tab Khalsa rahe nyara, tab lag tej diyu mein sara. As long as we keep on walking this path, this is the Nirala path. I was told, this is the way. Leave our ahankar, leave our greed. Let's focus upon Vaheguru. Har vasna samani. I'll give you a simple example to finish off. Just imagine you wanted to become fit, healthy, strong, or some kind of bodybuilder. You know there's a discipline involved. You can't sit at home having your burgers and chips every day, pizzas, takeaways, and then imagine you're going to get fit and healthy. Jitte bhi jao, the person you meet in the gym will look at you and says, what's your regime like? What do you eat? When do you train? And then you will have to follow the rules of that system. They say, you know what, you want to become big and strong? It ain't easy. You have to eat this way, train this way. And there's some of the most disciplined people you meet are the bodybuilders. They're very disciplined. Waqt hunda khanda, waqt hunda pinda, and they don't step outside it. It's kind of like, army training. They know exactly what's going to happen. This is the same way in Sikhi. You have to leave certain things you don't want to eat. Yeah? You have to leave certain things that are not good for you, and eat other things that are good for you. Bani is good for you. Simran is good for you. Yeah? The Changi Sangat is good for you. Madi Sangat is not good for you. If you got friends and families that are involved in that kind of stuff, then unfortunately you will have to start to face the truth that you have to start off not seeing so much. Avoid their Sangat. They might get upset with you, but you know what, if you are becoming some world-class footballer, let's say tomorrow you got a chance to play for England as you're a footballer, they're going to wish you the best to go and become a successful footballer. They know they ain't going to see you, but they'll wish you the best anyway. Huh? And the world will sing your praises if you're a footballer. But Satsanga Ji, to become a good Sikh, is it better than a footballer? But the world will pull you away from becoming a Gursikh. But what does Bani say? Har man tan vasya soi, jai jaikar kare sab koi. Har man tan vasya soi, jai jaikar kare sab koi. If our mind and our body is full of Vaheguru, then jai jaikar kare sab koi. Everybody, not just the people that are alive in our family, Sur, Nar, Mun, Jan, Lok, the Devi Devte, the people that have gone past us, our previous ancestors will do Jai Jaikar as well, because we pull them out of Narak if they are there. Maharaj says, now you take 7 generations. 7 generations up, 7 generations down, 7 generations sideways. Sare thode Kirat karenge. Jai Jaikar kare sab koi. Here they might not praise you, but as soon as they get across and they die as well, sabne manna ya. What's going to happen? They'll say thode karke mainu mukti mili. Jai Jaikar kare sab koi. To become a Guru da Sikh, who takes Amrit and lives this life of being a Bhagat. Satsangaji, how much kirpa do you bring upon our family? How much kirpa do you bring upon our ancestors and the ones that are going to come yet? Imagine this. And whose vadiyai is this? Har man tan vasya soi, jai jaikar kare sab koi. Gur pure ki vadiyai, gur pure ki vadiyai. This is the Guru's vadiyai. A Guru Sahib di vadiyai hai. Our Guru is perfect, puraya. Gur pure ki vadiyai taaki कीमत kahi na jaye. Kaun kavega? Who will say the greatness of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj? Koi baith ke keh sakta? I can write a book to describe how great Guru Gobind Singh Ji is. Koi kar sakta? Nahi. Taaki कीमत kahi na jaye. What he's given to us, oda bhi we can't do tul. Amrit is beyond any kind of tulna. Yeah? That's why Japji Sahib Maharaj says, Ki Amul Baksis, Amul Nisan. The Bakshish of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj upon our Panth, oda bhi nishan hai. This Saroop is nishani that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has blessed this person with Amrit. And if we are lucky in our life, we will live towards this Amrit. Manu aaj khyaal aaya, कल मैं गया इसका कथा करने वास्ते लोग की सवाल करते सीगे कि अमृत जरूरी है कि नहीं. कई लोग की पूछते अमृत जरूरी है कि नहीं. सत्संगी साडे नाम देख लवो, साडे नाम विच लिखा है कि जरूरी है कि नहीं. Singh and Co. We all got this name. No one wants to remove it, है ना. कहो किसी ਨੂੰ, take it out your name then. नहीं मेरा नाम है. If it's our name, it's our destiny. Our name has a destiny attached to it. एक दिन, if we have Maharaj Ji Kripa, एक दिन फिर ਅਸੀਂ ਕੌਰ ਤੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਜਾਂਗੇ. Yeah? ਖੰਡੇ ਦੀ ਪਾਸ ਛਕ ਕੇ. So, this is our Guru's Kripa. Next thing though, the next body is linked to this body because Maharaj says, ਜਿਉਂ ਤੂੰ ਚੱਲਾ ਹੈ ਤਿਵ ਚੱਲੇ स्वामी ਹੋਰ ਕਿਆ ਜਾਣਾ ਗੁਣ ਤੇਰੀ. What can I say to you, Vaheguru? As you make me walk, so do I walk. Let all of us dream about that day when we can be like that to our Guru. And Maharaj, wherever you take me, that's where I'm happy. However you make me walk, that's how I'll walk. Kabir Ji has a beautiful line. He says, Kabir, kukar Ram ko, mutiya mero naam. So Kabir Ji says, मैं तो कुत्ता या, मैं राम दा कुत्ता या. मेरा नाम की हैगा? मोती. Mutiya mera naam. In India there's many dogs called Moti. He says, I'm a dog of Ram, Moti mera naam rakh lavo, I'm a dog of Vaheguru. Te fir, gale hamari jewari, je khinche teh jao. I got a rope around my neck, wherever he takes me now, that's where I go. A jewari hagi sasangat ji. This gatra is around our neck as well. इन्हें महाराज ने प्रकट करके दिखाता. Yeah? This is the jewelry. Wherever he sends us, the Khalsa goes there. Wherever he pulls us, the Khalsa goes there. Khalsa says, wherever you keep me, Maharaj, ohi Baikunthya. Ohi Baikunthya. That's heaven for me, wherever you keep me. We got to have that mentality to be the dog of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And people think, well, that's demeaning yourself. But ठीक है. If you want to be your own dog and you think you're great, I'd rather be a dog of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Utthe ek thaan bhi mil jaave batheri hai. So I'm sure I made lots of mistakes in the Katha. Puna chukka dikhe Baksin Ji. Next we're going to carry on going to the Katha of Anand Sahib. Bless us that we can carry on learning the Arth properly and delivering that to Sat Sangat Ji. Only you, the Sat Sangat, can do that kirpa upon us. Deho sajna sisriya jo hove Sahib se mel. Gaj gaj ke fateh akhni ji. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.